we saw something fascinating about Beracha-Birchat Hatorah. Okay, we saw something fascinating about Beracha-Birchat Hatorah. Two very, very important points. One, many maintain that it's a mitzvah from the Torah to bless Hashem every morning and thank Him for the Torah. Mitzvah from the Torah. The only other bracha we have from the Torah is which one? Birkat Hamazon. That's it. And some say, in addition to Birkat Hamazon, that everyone agrees with is from the Torah. Some say the Ramban. You have Maimonides, you have Nachmanides, Ramban. Supposed to Rambam. We stress when we say Rambam, the Reish Mem, and then we talk about Ramban. We stress the second part just to make the difference. Ramban maintains thanking God every morning for the Torah is a mitzvah from the Torah. Is that amazing? And according to that opinion, I get up in the morning and you have a senior moment, which seems to be happening a lot, right? And we have becoming frequent flyers to that phenomena. And by the time you get to shul and you open your siddur or you're diving at home and like, did I say Birchat Hatorah? Sometimes I do say brachas when I get up first thing. That was 20 minutes ago, then I change and whatever, take care of things. And I don't know. According to the Ramban, you know what you should do? Safek, normally we say, if I don't remember, I say shahakol on my coffee. So you don't say another bracha. Safek, brachot lahakel. When in doubt, leave it out. That's the rule of brachos. By normally, with regular bracha, if I'm not sure if I said a bracha or not, I don't make another bracha. I drank a cup of water. Did I say b'rina fashot? No. So don't say it. When in doubt, leave it out. Safek brachot lahakel is the rule. So by Birkat Hamazon, yeah, Tehillim is a pasuk. You can say that again and again and daven for everyone. But a bracha, but let's say Shabbos, you had a big meal. And if there's a zimun, then hopefully you're going to remember that you bench or not. But there's not a zimun, and you ate and fell asleep a little, dozed off in the meal, whatever happened. You just, did I bench? I don't know. And it's a full meal. You had challah, chillin, whatever it is. There, we don't say safek brachot lahakel. It's when in doubt, leave it out. You bench out of safek. If you ate a big meal, you really filled up. And remember the Alka-Seltzer commercial from half a century ago? I can't believe I ate the whole thing. And the guy in the Alka-Seltzer commercial, amazing commercial, we remember it half a century later. So you ate so much, and you're so filled up, and v'chalta v'savata. Clearly, it was a bench. Clearly, the mitzvah to bench is from the Torah. You ate, you drank everything. You're totally satiated. And now you don't remember if you bench again. And there's only one other bracha that we might say that about, and which is what? Birchat Hatorah. Okay? That's just to see how serious this bracha is. Okay? Not everyone agrees, because some say it's Rabbanan. So you don't want to get yourself into that suffix. Okay? If you do, and you're starting to daven, you know what? Sometimes I say Birchat when I wake up, I just don't remember. What you should do is, when you get to Ava Rabbah, you say v'seim l'beinu lahava and lahaskia lishmoa lamod l'lamed. That is another sort of form of Birchat Hatorah. Have in mind, when I say this bracha, that's to cover Birchat Hatorah if I didn't say it. Hopefully, don't get yourself into that case. But if you did, then that could be sort of a secondary Birchat Hatorah. Okay. So now, continuing, what is woman's role in Birchat Hatorah? So the Shulchan Aruch is clear. Nashim mevarchot Birchat Hatorah. Women say it. Now, we left off with that last week, but now let's try to get into a little bit. Okay, we also talked about whether the Birchat Hatorah was 2 or 3 brachot, right? Just to refresh everyone's memories. So the Mishnah Berurah says, take a look at Bir Halacha. He says that a woman has a chiyuv to learn. Okay, whether she has a chiyuv to learn Gemara, Mishlei, Tehillim, V'Kavos, it's an amazing question. Not for now. Maybe one day we'll learn about the different opinions about women's role in Torah learning, which is fascinating, Shaila. But for sure, women have to know all the halachas. And for sure, you have to know and learn them in order to keep them. You can't keep them if you don't know them. So everyone has to be well-versed. And sometimes women are more well-versed than men. Very often, you have an interesting phenomenon go on. You have a wonderful young lady going out with a yeshiva bacher, and she's a serious young lady and a new one, serious about Torah and everything, and she wants a top guy. And she hears this, he's a top guy in this yeshiva. And they're going out, and the shaila comes up about food. And then they have, on Shabbos, the shaila comes up, and like, he's asking her, and what's going on here? So very often, the top guy in the yeshiva doesn't necessarily mean he's the top guy in learning what? Halacha. He's Gemara, and he's a deep, deep, deep thinker. And for better or worse, the stress may not have been over the years on halacha. But the fact is, he has an absolute chiyuv to learn halacha. And sometimes a little bit of a metach, a little bit of tension with a young couple going out where, like, he's the rabbi in the family, but he doesn't know halacha. So it's an interesting topic, but not for now. For various reasons, different yeshivas, they stress the learning and the analysis and the geschmack, and sometimes that other part, they leave it up to each guy sort of to gravitate towards it as he likes. It's an interesting topic, but either way, there's a chiyuv to learn halacha, not just lumdus. In Tanakh, correct. So it's an amazing, amazing topic. The derech halimud, how to learn, what is learned, where does Tanakh fit in? As a matter of fact, someone just told me the other day where you have a few gedol, you have a lot of rabbis in Beit Shemesh and a few first-rate gedolim in Beit Shemesh, not just wonderful rabbis to be maybe the next league. You have Mordechai Goldstein from out here, any shaila anywhere in Shas and Shulchan Aruch, anywhere. Okay, he came to speak in Ashur about 10, 15 years ago, and he gave a little Tvator, and then people asked questions. I remember Stanley Chimes, a serious Talmid Chacham, was learning Gemara Nedarim and the Ran, and he was sort of like had a question on it, and so I said, "Oh, Goldstein is here." He asked him in the middle of this technical sugya, in the middle of the Darim. He was right in there. So and then you have someone else of Kopshitz in Beit Shemesh, also a gadol holding in Kol Torah. And so I just told me the other day, and you should just know Rabbi Myers. He's not just a gadol knowing all of Shas and Shulchan Aruch and all the commentaries on Shas. He knows what? Tanakh and all the commentaries cold, which you're right. Ideally, there shouldn't be a separation. Gemara and not Tanakh, you don't know Halacha. We should know Tanakh well. You should know Gemara well. You know Halacha well. Okay, so it's an interesting topic about how the learning developed over the last few thousand years. But either way, we all have a chiyuv to learn. Lumdus Gemara is one topic, but halacha l'maisa. So women also. So therefore, once you have a chiyuv to learn, then what do you have to do before you learn? Make the bracha. Yeah, you did. Yes. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting point. So let's see the Bir Halacha on this. So as I said, the short has those 4 words. Nashim Beracha-Birchat Hatorah. A little cryptic. Nashim Srichot. Do you mean to say they have to? Or you mean they can? It's a bit of a vague line. So the Bir Halacha. Now, in terms of the Shulchan Aruch or Chaim, the 4 sections of the Shulchan Aruch, or Chaim Yodei Chosh Mishpat and Even Ezer, 4 different areas. One's business, one's marriage, one is kashrus, and then Orchaim is day-to-day stuff. Mr. Brewer, the great Chafetz Chaim from a century ago, he wrote on one section of the Shulchan Aruch called Orchaim. Okay, and the way he writes it is he has 3 parts of the commentary. He has a Mr. Brewer, which is the running commentary. These are other commentaries in addition to him. Yeah, Mr. Brewer's running commentary. Belach is the analysis, and then Shartzion is the footnotes. Okay, so he writes. Hatam chayav limud adinim. They chayav to learn. So therefore, once you have a chiv, now the woman has the obligation to learn. She has the obligation to bless. And if you say that, then once she has a chiv to learn and she has a chiv to bless, then what did we learn about Kiddush a few weeks ago? That a woman has a chiv to make Kiddush, a man has a chiv to make Kiddush. If we're having a little Friday night harmony dinner together, halachically, I'm not saying politically correct, I'm not getting to that. Halachically, the Shulchan Aruch openly paskins that what? She can make Kiddush. Okay, whether it's right, now that's a whole nother question. Let's forget about that. But the short version, technically, in terms of technical halacha, it's fine. And of course, why? She has a chiyuv, he has a chiyuv, equal chiyuvim. Once you have equal chiyuvim, you could fulfill each other's mitzvah. So the Mishnah Berurah, the Chafetz Chaim in the Bir Halacha says, well, if that's the case, you're both up in the morning, and the woman is about to make Beracha-Birchat Hatorah, and let's say the man doesn't remember, he does remember. So, oh, wow, perfect. You're about to say Beracha-Birchat Hatorah? Can you say it for me? And that's fine, according to the Bir Halacha. If you say that a woman has a chiyuv to learn, because you have a chiyuv to learn, you have to make a bracha Beracha-Birchat Hatorah, so you're on an equal playing field. Someone else has a chiyuv. And then he says, she can say it from me. And the Pri Megadim says, yeah, that's the halacha. Pri Megadim is one of the giants of the Achronim for the last 500 years. And the Gra says not. Why? The Gra says not. That why? He says the after Cholos Levarech says no. When it says Nashim Mevarch, it doesn't mean they have to, but rather they can. They can. And therefore they can do it, but they can't do it for a man who has to. It would be like a woman decides she's going to shake lulav. So she's Rosanu on the Tilas lulav, which women do. Everyone here make a bracha on lulav or not? Yeah, we do. Ashkenazi do. Shardim maybe not, but Ashkenazic women do. So now she's making a bracha. So could the husband be yotze from her bracha? And the answer is no, because she doesn't have, a woman doesn't have a chi of lulav. She doesn't have a chi of bracha on lulav. She can do it, right? But it's not the same playing field as the man, right? Of course, right? That's clearly the case by lulav and sukkah and stuff like that. So it's the Torah Shebal Peh and the rules of the Gemara Kedushin about mitzvahs to say Shazman Grama, where the Gemara over there learns through the exemption of mitzvahs Shazman Grama. There's a few lot that try to learn out what pasuk hints at it. Is Allah we see now without a pasuk hinting at it? Are there pasukim that hint at it? And that's the whole Gemara over there for 3-4 pages discussing that very topic. So women are exempt, but they still make the bracha. This Ashkenazi tradition is when they make a bracha, but a woman can't say it for me. So the Gra says that's the same thing by Beracha-Birchat Hatorah, that woman doesn't have a chiyuv, but she's allowed to. She's allowed to make the bracha. And then he says Vitzivanu. How does she say Vitzivanu? She's not obligated. He says, well, that's no different than when she says Vitzivanu on what? Lulav and sukkah and shofar. A man blows the second time shofar for the woman. Does he make the bracha second time? Who makes the bracha on shofar? The woman. Because he can say, she doesn't really have a chiyuv. So then she says Vitzivanu al tiyah shofar. But she can't say for a man. So the same thing the Gemara says for Beracha-Birchat Hatorah. Now, of course, the question is, fine. I understand conceptually that a woman can say it, and she cannot be ein yochalot lo tziyat ish. Okay. Well, what about that word? What about the word? Asheke shams vanu vitzi vanu. Isn't that a lie for a woman to say vitzi vanu? So by shofar, even, but if someone's blowing for her and she's making this bracha, how's she making a bracha on shofar? No, first of all, a woman could, but normally a woman doesn't. She hears it from the Baal Tokeya, but still she says a bracha, Vitzivanu. How do you say Vitzivanu? How does she say it? So every morning? How do you say it? How does a woman say Vitzivanu every single morning? I'm hoping tomorrow morning when you say Beracha-Birchat Hatorah, you think about the fact, well, this might be a biblical bracha. These are 2 or 3 brachas, depending on the opinions. Okay. Some say I have a chiyuv, some say it's rishus. Okay. And how do I say vitzivanu? I don't have a commandment. So exactly as Julie said, vitzivanu, not vitzivani. If she say vitzivani, I am commanded in shofar, I am commanded in sukkah, that could be a grammatical problem. You're not saying that. You say Vitziva Nu is the text. All of Klal Yisrael is commanded in this bracha, and that's legitimate line. It's not a lie in any way. Yeah.
Can a woman blow a shofar either for women or for?
So for a man, not because she doesn't have the same chiyuv, but for herself and other women, yeah.
She could, and for a group of women.
Yeah, because it just normally isn't done because normally you have a person, a man who's been doing 10, 20 years. He's perfect. He knows all the halachas so well. So the man who blew, so Barry Gluck is a big tzaddik, comes from Modi'in each year and graces us with his presence in Ashul. He's great. It's just perfect. He's amazing. 100 flawless blows every year. He's really amazing. So he's a treat. So after davening, we have another show for blowing for the woman. Can a woman do it if she wants? Yeah, but you have an expert, so people just are going to go to the expert. Okay, fine. Yeah. Very cute. What if she's a Galatiana Chassid and she's a Beracha-Birchat Hatorah al lasok lasok b'divrei Torah? What if she says Vitzivani? So of course, that's in the Gemara world, in the Torah world, the Yeshiva world, we call that a klutz kasha. A klutz kasha is like when you first hear it. No, it's good. It's witty. It's a witty kind of kasha. Why? A klutz is not bad. It's where you get person and the person says, "Well, that's a really good question." And no, think it through. You missed it. Vitzivani is what? No. It's just the way that she said. The Galicianis, they say "u" is "e," and they, we all have different ways. Or "u," "e." So klutz kasha is not bad. If it's actually a witty. I think a witty. I'm thinking negative. So sorry if I insulted. I didn't mean it. So it's a witty question, but of course, her Vitzivani is our Vitzivanu. Okay, so there's a lot. I hope everyone tomorrow morning, men and women, tomorrow morning when we say the bracha, I always look for a good reason to try to say something about a bracha, any bracha, shahaka, to give us another reason to have a little more kavana. It's so hard to have kavana, but now we have a whole world of Beracha-Birchat Hatorah that we just learned. So many different things about it that hopefully tomorrow morning, next morning, hopefully for life, but to be realistic, sometimes it wears off. So at least for a few days, think, wow, this is an interesting little world I'm entering. The Raisa, it's Ivanu. I have a chiyuv to learn. I have a chiyuv to make the bracha. Can I be motzi men? And one last point before I take another question is a child. Should a child say Beracha-Birchat Hatorah? And the answer is certainly, yeah. He's higil chinuch, and once he's davening, then he should say this as well. If you're going to say Psukei de Zimra, when the kid's 2, 3, he's not saying Psukei de Zimra. But whatever age, as he progresses, you keep adding onto your tefillos. So high up there in the priority for a child is to teach him what? Beracha-Birchat Hatorah, for sure. And if Shema Esrei, and Shema Nizmani should be from the Torah, for sure you want to get Kriyas Beracha-Birchat Hatorah in the early. So once again, a child is going to go ahead and say the bracha, and once again you have that senior moment. Like, I don't know, do I say also now? Hey, my 10-year-old saying the bracha now. Hey, Reuven, can you say the bracha for me? A good question. Let me just answer this first. So what do you say about a child saying Beracha-Birchat Hatorah? We've been talking about a man saying for a man, a woman saying it for a man. Is it the same level? What about a child saying it for an adult? Could he or not? No, why not? Because his level of chiyuv is what? Well, two very different answers here. One answer is he's not really chayav. We, the adults, have to try to get him to do the mitzvah. You can't call him chayav. Or another answer you gave, without even realizing, you gave two beautiful answers. The other answer you gave is he's chayav, but he's chayav midrabanan, rabbinic, on a chinuch level, and we might be chayav on a doraita level. It's just a mismatch. Not that he's not chayav. You gave two answers. Which way does the Be'er Halacha go? And he says, "V'katan shegil chinuch, a 10-year-old, a 7, whatever age, he is for chinuch." He can't say Birchas Torah for an adult. Now, is it because he's not chayav? Let's see his words. Many poskim hold that Birchas Torah is what? From the Torah. And he is only chayav what? Rabbanan. But he should have said something stronger. He said he's not chayav. He's just a kid, and we have to make sure he does it. That's not what he says. Because guess what? Finishing off the shiur with an amazing point. Children who are age of chinuch are chayav in mitzvah midrabanan. Chayav. And in theory, maybe the child can do it for an adult. Maybe if you have a rabbinic mitzvah, I'm about to say hamotzi, he's about to say hamotzi, we are both chayav what? Rabbanan. So maybe you can say the bracha for me. Because Mishabur doesn't just throw him out. He's not really chayav. You're just teaching him and getting him used to it. It's not what he says. He says he's chayav, just this level is your daraisa, he's drabana. So it's an amazing thing. And many opinions too hold, in fact, that a child is chayav in mitzvot. And push comes to shove, if it's a rabbinic mitzvah, he might be able to what? Do it for you. You're drabanan, he's drabanan. He's drabanan because of why? China. You're drabanan because you're an adult who's chayav in all the mitzvahs and happens to be mitzvah. Yeah, who cares what the history is? I'm drabanan, he's drabanan. And many say that he could do it. Isn't that fascinating? Fascinating. So this page in the every page is gorgeous in the Mishmur. It is. It's mamish. It's an incredible safe at the Mishmur. But this page especially is shocked, all the stuff. Just to summarize. So you have Beracha Torah might, according to Ramban, or not might, according to Ramban, it is the Oraisa. Okay. Mishabura takes it seriously enough that is the Oraisa to the point that he says that a child can't do it for an adult because many hold it. You have the Oraisa, you're not on the same playing field. There are some that say, there's two, some say three. The question is, the Harevna, is that a second bracha or is that a continuation of the first? The difference would come out. Do I answer Amen if I hear someone say Beracha Torah? Do I say Amen? The answer, we don't, because we're not sure if he finished one bracha or not. Then you have the question of woman. The Mishnah Shulchan Aruch is a cryptic language. Nashim Beracha Torah. They say Beracha Torah. Okay, they have to. They don't have to. They just can. So the Beracha brings out different opinions. Prima Gadim says, yeah, they have to, because they have a chiyuv to learn. And everyone, man and woman, has a chiyuv to learn halachas. Instead, in the world of yeshivish, it's an interesting topic. The stress in many yeshivas has become Shas, Gemara, and all the depth. And sometimes Tanakh is missed out, sometimes halach is missed out. The reason why it developed that way, for better or worse, because they really wanted the geshmak and the guys want to learn, but yeah, you have to know halach. It's an interesting topic. Not to criticize the yeshiva world, it's a topic that needs to be looked into. Either way, we have a chiyuv to learn halacha. So men and women. So according to Gadim, one of the giant achronim 200 years ago, then a woman has a chiyuv to learn and has a chiyuv to make a bracha, and she can do it for a man. According to the Gemara, no, it's for sure. It's just like leishay basukah, which is optional. So then she can't say for man because it's not chiyuv. Okay. Either way, everyone agrees. A woman definitely either should or absolutely has to say Beracha Torah. And I think those who didn't until now, you really should take it upon yourself even today to say it. But certainly by tomorrow. Start off the day with Beracha Torah's beautiful bracha. Beautiful. The words are beautiful, and it's biblical according to Ramban and many poskim. He says the Beracha Torah, harbe poskim, not just Ramban. Many Mishmur says, so it's a biblical bracha, which is rare. Only benching is the one that we for sure have. And it's a beautiful bracha. The words are gorgeous. Read it in the article in English, see the translation. I remember that should be sweet. No other bracha is like that with a request like that. So it's a very, very special world, the world of Beracha Torah. So Yes Hashem, we should all enjoy it. Enjoy the Torah we learn. Enjoy the brachas before the Torah. And Hashem should bless us. We should keep do blessings, right? Hashem should bless us in return. Yes Hashem. Okay, everyone should be well. A wonderful day to everybody. How you doing? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you about the Kotzkasha.